Right now, though, we're going to talk about another kind of study and workshop, as local artists have also had the chance to kind of go back to school with an artist visiting from Zimbabwe. They are studying under the tutelage of Zimbabwean artist Letwin Mugavazi. Now, she happens to be the artist in residence at this year's Rice Lake 12 exhibit. That's the outdoor exhibit of African Shona stone sculpture. It opens to the public as of September 10th, and admission is free. But in these last few weeks, Mugavazi has been leading a workshop so that artists can learn to do the craft as she has learned.
These workshops, I think they are good in the sense that they give people out here a privilege to see how we do our work in Zimbabwe. Yeah, because some they don't even know how it's worked. Some they think we use machines, but whereas when they come to a workshop, they see how they see the whole process of making a sculpture. When they are starting a sculpture, it's just a raw piece of stone, nothing worked on it, and some they have their ideas when they are coming to work, and some they just go by the shape of the stone and maybe develop when they are working on it. And some can spend a day looking at a piece of stone trying to figure out what it can be. And it's very interesting to see at the end of the week, to see how much they invested in the stone. From the beginning on a Monday, it's just a raw stone, and at the end, it's a beautiful piece of sculpture. That's very exciting for all the students who are learning from me this time.
You done this before?
I was here for the first time last year. I did a sculpture last year, and then caught the bug and decided to get some tools. I made 3 others over the last year, so this is number 5, and it's sort of something I think I'll probably take up as a hobby, probably because of being here, because this is just so easy to be here, you know.
Right now I started this sculpture yesterday, and it's going to be a lady holding a mango, and this is my, I think, 4th workshop that I've taken here, and the week that I spend here every summer is the highlight of my year because it's a wonderful experience. If you are interested at all in exploring your artistic side, it's wonderful, especially with the artists from Zimbabwe. They have a different way of expressing themselves than we do, and I've learned so much from them. Just their poetic way of putting things into sculpture I find is very beautiful, and I'm trying to emulate them, but I'm getting there hopefully one day. But it's just a lot of fun to be here, and it gives such satisfaction. And it's also when you're sculpting, everything else disappears, and you just feel like you're in your own world, and it's all that matters. You know, it's very therapeutic. So I love it, and I love being here for sure.
Their creativity, yes, that's the most important thing I can see in a workshop. Yeah, you can see upcoming artists. Yeah, and I love seeing that most of the time. Yeah. I can see that most of them, they are like sitting on their talent, and when they come to a workshop, they are bringing out what they are capable of doing. Mostly in my sculptures, I show women, like traditional women and contemporary women. Like in Zimbabwe, it's shifting. There is a shift coming from the traditional to the modern woman. So I show that in my sculptures. This is very great. It's very great because at the end of the day, at the end of my visit, I go back to Zimbabwe to share my knowledge and my ideas with other women artists in Zimbabwe, my experience, because they will all come to me to know what my experience was, then I tell them. So it's like I'm an ambassador to all women artists in Zimbabwe and to all artists at large.
So,